we're gonna get into some roster previews, some predictions, maybe for the season. I might take a look at some schedules and just see how everybody's faring up. I kind of looked like I glanced at a few of them, but I wasn't really able to make like I wasn't really able to make uh, like come up with an idea of who was gonna have a easier schedule or who was really gonna do what this season. So kicking it off, man, we got the best in the nation. Number one out the gate, as y'all can see, Indy is back. This is peak Indy. This is probably the best roster I'll ever have. It's the last roster I'll have, but the best roster I'll ever have. In this cycle, going down the list, we have. I looked at a little bit of it yesterday. We have the best player in the nation right here, Alex McLean. He is number one in overall, as y'all can see. Number one in overall. He made All American preseason, but we're gonna get back into it. We also have two of the top three receivers, I believe, and Alton, and who just joined through the portal, and Johnson, who was a redshirt freshman last year. He played tied the team in total touchdowns. Um, what message? And we also have we have the best corner in the nation, Gillikin, and Boren had returned after I thought I was gonna lose him in the portal. He returned, so we got some studs on the outsides going through the roster. Walters is back. I lost Overton to the draft. I sent three receivers to the draft: Spain, Jefferson, and Clark. And in return, I got this monster right here. And if y'all don't know, talent developer is the reason for this. The draft boost that I get each season. If you're wondering why my roster always looks loaded each season, the talent developer boost I get pretty much each time a player gets drafted. It doesn't matter what round, but I get XP towards the underclassmen that are on my roster and the guys that come in through the portal. Excuse me. Picked up him from Ohio State at the portal. He's gonna get some run. O-line is more the same, more the same. A lot of the same guys. A lot of the guys returning from last year. I lost my center to the draft. Knicks is returning this year. I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys. Know. I don't really know how my pass rush is gonna look. I don't really have an anchor at pass rush like I did when I had Lightfoot for like those past 3 seasons. So I'm gonna have to try some stuff. I'm gonna try some stuff with my roster and just see who does what and who's good at what. But it's a process. I probably won't be able to figure it out after this first game, which it's against Koopy. But Gillikin, Boren, Ring, we got some demons on the roster. 6'5", and yeah, man. On to the next roster. We're gonna start at the top. At the very, very top, we're gonna talk about Alabama. I am scheduled to see Alabama this season, week 4. And we talk a lot, off of this, the league and stuff. So I know what he's expecting out of his roster. Picked up this kid from LSU. Felix is back. He is a demon. I'm not sure what my game plan is gonna be, but we'll cross that when we cross that. O-line is always gonna be good. Obviously, it's Bama, so like not too much that I'm not expecting. I expect this team to play out of their damn minds. Um, some nice talent here at the bottom, but we're gonna see who's there. I expect him to make a good push. He has not been able to get back since he made the natty and lost the Burt. So just looking forward to another climb. We got Auburn. Auburn is he got up to a 92 now after a slow start. Um, QB looks pretty stable. Gold shifty at running back. Probably should be his 1-2. Receiving room looks pretty good. Tight end. This is a well improved roster. I can already tell, like just based off of what I'm looking at, like stats flipping through. 98 speed linebackers, insane by the way. Um, Yeah, man. Corner room could be probably be a little bit better, but he's making progress. The SEC is always a challenge. It's always going to be a challenge. Looking at Baylor, this is my dark horse for the second half of the cycle. Mr. Dave, we're back. Harper was a this was a amazing pickup in the portal. I wouldn't lie. This elite kid. He came from Ohio State. He has the speed. And Dave is kind of. I feel like he's. What should I say? Last year, I feel like he didn't really. He didn't really like after he lost Raiola, it was more so, or last cycle, I should say. After he lost Raiola, it was more so he was just focused on running the ball now, and I think he's adopted that going into this game. Receiver room is looking a lot better. Um, O line is looking amazing. So he has some options. Yeah, his team is looking better than ever, man. I can't say too much about Baylor. Baylor looks like they are going for a good run going on to this season. Now, on to the next team, I feel like we should look out for Florida. We're gonna go to Florida. Nani from Florida State. Uh, Hawkins pickup. I can't believe he got this kid. I put him on to this kid, but Hawkins was from Oklahoma, I believe. Okay, Hawkins over from Oklahoma. I think he was a backup for Matt. Running back is pretty iffy. Receiver though, he has it going on at receiver. Yeah, just a three-headed monster right here. We're gonna see what he can do. He's trying a new scheme this year. Fujita obviously back. He did some work last year. Pass rush looks better. Linebackers look amazing. Corners look amazing. It's Florida. He has access to just about everybody. Like Portal, like everybody's all the good players on this game are from Florida for some reason. Florida are like Texas. I'm putting y'all in game. Uh, Again, Georgia like Bama. Just I'm expecting a better run from him this year. I don't think his season went how it should have last year and how he finished the year. But he might have a favorable schedule this year. His team is loaded. I don't really think we gotta say too much. It's Georgia. Next team, I feel like we should look for. Let's keep her going. Louisiana. No, sorry, Louisville. Snoop. I don't think Snoop got a chance to participate within the portal, but coming into this year, he does not have JKS anymore. That was the marquee player of the year last year. Um, I think we got a new running back in here. I don't know if Swope was there last year. Uh, Receiver room is pretty mid. Same for the tight ends. So this roster doesn't. This roster actually didn't improve. But I would not count him out for contending in the ACC. He actually gave everybody a good run for their money last season. We're gonna go down, take a look at Miami. Let's see what he did with the team. I know it's no Pringle anymore. Yep. So no Platinum Shifty for him. We're gonna see what Matt can do. Coming to receiver. Nice elite right here. You better use him. 6'5". Yeah, you got it. You gotta use him. He has no abilities, but he might be nice if you could just figure out how you could get him the ball. I'm not gonna tell you how, but just figure out how to get him the ball. He could be pretty deadly. I like corner. I like him. Okay. Miami did some upgrading in this year too, obviously for him. So just looking at to see what he can do. He made a pretty good run. I think he lost NC State last year. So I mean, you gotta get back there. Let's take a look at Trav. I like that guy. Ew. So this kid right here, I had my eyes on him. I didn't think that. I thought maybe he could be like Florida Pipeline for me, but he was not. And so Trav now has a 96 speed. He has a 96 speed edge. Yeah, he's a power rusher though. So the good thing is he's a power rusher and not a speed rusher, so he's not gonna get quick jump. But yeah, his edges are fucking insane. Where's Jared Smith from? Smith is from. Is he from Auburn or? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I thought so. So yeah. Yeah. His edges are. Oh my god. His entire front is like nasty. Trav, if you can win some games this year, I love your roster. Like I love your roster. I wasn't supposed to back out, but I love Michigan's roster. That's a great team that could contend with some competent user play. No, no shot. But you got it in you, Trav. You definitely got it in you. The reigning national champions, Nebraska, my Joker. We are looking at a downgrade at quarterback, but honestly, if you know him, you know it doesn't matter. Fuller, who is the man? He's been the man for the past few years. Uh, All American. I think he had 1,900 rush yards last year. Yeah, he was the man the entire playoff run. So that's somebody you got to look out for. And he might be back senior season. I'll be able to estimate it at the end when I take a look at running back. But receivers, honestly, Tiano, who was the best freshman of the, he was the freshman of the year. He stole that from me at the end of the season. We have this is where it matters. If you know Bert, it's the tight ends, man. The tight end sets, the 12 personnel, 13, whatever. Um, yeah, he has a nice little freshman right here. This 199-pound kid that he showed off. I'm gonna do some scouting. I gotta lock in real quick. Uh, okay. Mm, Linebacker's insane. This kid went up. I bullied him last year with Spain. He could not get up with Spain. Corners are cool. What was that? Gold robber. He's tough. He's slow. No more Gradney. This was the number one prospect coming into this year. He has platinum robber, so I think he's gonna see the field anyway. We'll see. I don't want to give Bert any ideas actually, so but yeah, great roster. Obviously, he's won two natties. I won two natties, so and we are scheduled to play again. Going into this year, North Carolina. I didn't get a chance to look at North Carolina at my recording going yesterday. Kylo was a good. He was a good pickup a few portals ago. He looks really good. 6'4", 94 speed. I think North Carolina had a good run in the ACC maybe 2 years ago when he first joined, but since then, again, not really much. This kid is nasty. Platinum robber. Okay, so pretty good roster for North Carolina. Going down, we are going to skip the shit out of Notre Dame. Ohio State. Uh, this could be one of the rosters. I think he was one of the teams I said pay attention to because his freshman class that was coming in last year. But yeah, he still has it going on. Aiken was amazing. This is amazing prospect or recruit through the portal. I think he came out of South Carolina. I want to say yes, sir, South Carolina. Yeah, he's a freak. So I would use him. Me personally, I would use him. I wanted him, but he was not in my pipeline or for my team. Interested in my team. Sorry. Great roster though. It's year 5. I mean, you can really expect most of that from the user teams. We're gonna look at Brad's team. He has the trader Rashard Cloud from USC. Deuce Knight returning. Only 2 running backs, maybe 1 running back if he's redshirting that kid. But Wilkins is Wilkins is probably the best receiver in the nation. If I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why he didn't redshirt him because he would not even probably he would definitely be the best receiver in the nation right now with a red shirt. Especially with the receivers, I'm pretty sure you've had come through the program. Um, Holly, I'll text him back in a second. Yeah, but if he would have redshirted him, he would have easily been the best receiver in the nation. Like just off the archetype, the abilities he gets and the speed that he has now is just insane. We are looking at defenses and pretty solid corners. Nice, nice, yeah. Defense is still really good at Oregon. On to the next team. Take a look at Coop's team. So we have moved on from I forget the kid's name, but I think it was Varner. Varner, Robo would know. Varner, who couldn't throw the deep ball at all. We moved on. Carrizosa was from LSU, I think. I think this is LSU kid, yeah. LSU kid, yeah, he's nice. Elite Dev. Uh, Receivers are in. Still got George Ali. That's a robo recruit. Kent Moyer. He turned out really good. He turned out really good. I wish he was a speed rusher. He would have probably had a nasty quick jump, but yeah, he turned out good. Linebackers are. Let me scout for my game. uh, okay. Uh, Play a house call. It depends on where he line up at. But yeah, pretty solid roster. I think most of the guys left SMU, like most of the important guys. So I don't see a Levine anymore. He's gone. That's actually really good to hear. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this kid. I don't know where he's from. I don't even know if he's a SMU kid. He's Wisconsin, so it's no way, right? No, yeah, he was recruited. He was recruited by Robo. Okay. Um, on to the next team, man. We got Tennessee was a team I said to look out for a season ago. Running back. He ran the ball a lot last year. I'm curious to see if he keeps up with it. He has some pretty good quarterbacks on the roster now, so maybe that was something, maybe it wasn't. But running back room, 98 speed running back. I'm more than certain he's gonna use this kid. 90 change of direction. You don't really need much more unless you want the shifty to use the shifty. And Wilder came over from Louisville. His carrying is just pretty low. So I mean, it's pretty much up to you. But I would probably use the sophomore over the senior, or I would have just stuck with the sophomore over the senior. Going on to wide receiver, gritty possession does not sound good, and he's pretty bad. Actually, I wouldn't use him. Some speed, cutter, press pro. I would definitely use the freshman. Yeah, and it looks like he is going to use him. He didn't redshirt him, so I would use him. Oh, nothing going on at edge, to be honest. Tackle looks okay. You redshirted the junior. I wouldn't redshirt a gap specialist, but hey, you may need it. You may need it if you don't go out and get any other tackles in this. Nice, 96 speed corner, platinum house score. Okay, he got something to work with. SEC is always a hell fight. Texas, who was literally a possession off, maybe not even a possession. He's literally a play away from advancing to the next round, and he just picked his play before Burt picked his play, and that is how it ended. It ended off a touchdown with he had 7 seconds. I mean, literally, if you just wait for Burt to make a decision and not rush through, I'm pretty sure we could definitely be looking at a different champion. Um, I hate their power guys, by the way. He's this kid. I will use him, and I will use him. Pretty nice roster. It's Texas, so literally not too much you can say or too much you gotta say. Great players all around. Great program. Next we got RIP Tulane, USC. Now, anybody that knows Cam, he's gonna air the hell out the ball. 46-2, whatever. Stat padding into the games, into season games. But yeah, man, new quarterback. He does not have cloud anymore. To be honest, Cam, I wouldn't. I would use him, but I probably wouldn't use him. I don't think you're gonna like using him, but you can make yourself use him honestly with the magician and the shifty. If you got the creativeness to if you got the creativeness to scheme up for him like that, like no more McBad for him. Um, he's nice. He's been on the team for a while. Same with him. He's nice. It's no like it's no all right. He's really good with the platinum cutter. It's no definitive receiver one, so maybe it's a good thing that he doesn't have. Like he doesn't have like he does like I'm used to Cam and like speedsters like he so I don't know, maybe it's a good thing he picked up the best tackle in the portal. Atkins is still here. Holy shit, bro. Okay. Um nice, nice, nice. The linebackers actually are mid, but Castro was nice. I think was he not a transfer? Was he not a transfer this year or no, he was always on the team. Okay. I know Hinton was a transfer. Got some pretty good players, man. 98 speed safeties and 96 speed. Great team. We just got to see if he bounces back. To my other dark horse, my underwhelming counterpart, Mr. Chris. Jones is from BYU, maybe BYU. No, he was on Utah. Oh, he was sitting on Utah. He's from Oregon. That's where I remember him from. Great, great quarterback. Receivers. I don't know how he always ends up with all these receivers in Utah. It looks like he was in Hawaii scouting, but yeah, have no idea. Maybe it's the recruiting. O-line is pretty serviceable. That's nice. Linebacker is always hell. And no Pickett and no Lambo this year. It's gonna be something. Not really. Just based off scheme, it's still gonna be annoying to play, but defense is not really as scary as it was a year ago. But he's gonna find a way to win. Definitely gonna find a way to win. And I think that wraps up team review for the teams. I feel like you can look out for, the teams I know like took a big leap. Uh, yeah, man. A lot to be taken in after this underwhelming season that I had. But I'm gonna enjoy this last season here at Indy before things have to be changed up.